What's happening, guys, and welcome back to another F124 video. Now, as you guys probably know, I'm a little bit late to the party and I haven't really played much of F124, so I thought the best way to get used to the game is to do 100% really. So we're going to do a last to first here at Spa, 100% race, and I think we're going to drive as Charles Leclerc. Start from last, have a little bit of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. All right, guys, so here we are on the grid. We're going to be doing the alternate strategy as you normally would in these challenges. And what I'm going to do as well is we're going to wait just a couple of seconds just to allow the AI to get a little bit of a head start. Not too much, obviously. We've got lights out and away we go. Last place as Charles Leclerc. We'll wait until they get near to turn one. And then we'll go ourselves. But yeah, just to get used to the game. Well, it makes sense, you know, do a full race, get used to the car, get used to the way that setups feel, and get used to battling the AI as well. We're going to have to be quite cautious as well going into it, because I am going to be using simulation damage. I think this should be quite a lot of fun, so let's enjoy ourselves. Let's get some clean racing, hopefully, with the AI, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video. All right, so I haven't done too much of Spa. I've done a little bit, not too much. Oh. That curb does not feel good. We've got the inside here of Logan, which technically this game is already outdated since Logan isn't actually a driver in Formula 1 anymore, as he sends it up the inside. Alright, wasn't expecting that, but fair play, Logan. I would have liked to go at Vast Hulkenberg by this point, but thanks to that, we're not going to be able to. Unless I go around the outside of this next corner. If we can even make it. I don't think we will. Right, let's test our straight line speed here with this car. See what's going on. We are using an SRC setup, so we'll see how good the straight line speed is with that. It's actually pretty good. I'm not using any ERS right now. Oh, a little bit of a knock there with Joe. Luckily didn't get any damage from that. No side pod damage. And you see, that is something I'm still not fully used to, as we broke a little bit too deep there. Almost went into Sonoda. I'm not used to having DRS on lap 2. Gonna have to lift off a little bit to make sure that Bottas doesn't go into the side of us. There we go. Use that ERS slipstream, sort of slingshot our way past some of the AI here. If we can get Sonoda, that'll be nice. Ooh. We broke really deep, but still managed to get it somehow. This is going to be a race solely about pace and solely about what we can do on these tires, because I've turned safety cars and red flags off just to make it a little bit more difficult on ourselves. So we're going to have to get it right, and we're going to have to be quick. Ooh. Massive rear lockup going into turn 1. You can't really brake late going into there. My god. We're going to go side by side up Eau Rouge and Radion. And we get around Alexander Albon. Very nice. We're actually carrying quite a lot of straight line speed here. Ricardo sees it. He's going defensive. But going defensive means nothing when you're in a Ferrari. Come on, we need that straight line speed again. And a slipstream. Try and get Stroll. We'll wait till a little bit later to go down the inside. He goes defensive. But we still get him. A bit of a battle going on here, so that might slow us down for the fastest lap. As we get our first warning of the Grand Prix, not ideal. Gonna send it. Very bold move, not really realistic, but we'll take it anyway. It gives us the position, as there's a yellow flag behind us. Albon's out of the Grand Prix, but there's no safety cars. Now, I have heard on this game that the AI consistency amongst the tracks is not the best. So I wasn't really sure what AI to go with for this challenge. So I am using 105, which I hope is maybe quick enough here at Spa to give us a challenge. We don't want it to be too easy, obviously. It's lap 5 and we're already in P9. We'll see how that works in terms of the other cars. But our straight line speed is pretty good, as you can see. Going in side by side with Gasly. Into the bus stop chicane. Leave him the space. We take up the inside, and that's the move done. P8. Get the RS2. I think we've actually lost a little bit of time here to Russell. And not actually gained. So we might need to actually use our ERS. I think it's just because of the train. The fact that they're in a train is going to make it quite difficult to catch up, maybe. We'll see. As we go fastest with a 48.1. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I think 105 might actually have been a bit too slow for this challenge. I'm not going to lie, because I feel as if we've caught up to Russell a bit too quickly here. But then again, it is a 4-car battle. But we're on the back of them now. And we're going to try and pass Russell here going into turn 1. As we go past this again, 47.7. Ooh. That's going to throw a spanner in the works. Broke a bit too deep there. And now we've got wing damage. That's going to hurt us. Because we're going long as well. Might as well try and pass Piastri. But yeah, that could hurt us here. Wing damage. Stays down the inside, but I think we're going to have momentum here. And we do. We can actually start chasing Hamilton in P3. So what I'm going to do is use my ERS, use the DRS, slingshot our way past Sergio. Give us a better position to be in come the end of this straight. To catch up to Hamilton. But the wing damage is going to prove to be quite a big hurdle to get past here as we get our second warning of the Grand Prix. So, yeah, very likely we're going to end up with a penalty.
I've got some information on the Hamilton for you. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
Oh. Well, that's kind of actually hurt my thinking here. Because I was thinking that even though we've got wing damage, we are still making great pace. As Mark said, we were 1.4 seconds quicker than Hamilton, but then he kind of ruined that by saying that Hamilton's got mechanical issues, so now I don't actually know what my pace is to the leaders. I'm going to have to try and get past Hamilton this lap, and then we can check. There you go, it goes around Hamilton. And as soon as we pass the line, we'll check to see what our pace is to Verstappen. Okay, yeah. Okay. I think 105 was definitely too slow for this challenge. We've got wing damage and we're still 1.2 seconds ahead of Verstappen in terms of pace. That is pretty significant. It's a bit of a shame, but we'll keep going. I hope that you guys do enjoy what we're trying to do here. Honestly, the car actually doesn't feel that bad, so if we're still over a second quicker right now, I mean, fair enough, the softs might be dying out right now. But if we are a second quicker than Verstappen, whilst having wing damage, and the car doesn't feel too bad, make it a bit more difficult. Maybe I'll just stay with this wing for the rest of the race. And it's a little bit of a battle going on between Sainz and Verstappen here. I think Verstappen could go for the move into the bus stop. Let's see. No, he doesn't. Thought for sure he would, but he doesn't. We do a 49.3. I think the AI right now are doing high 49s. At least I think that's what Mark said Verstappen was doing the other lap there, 49.7 or something like that. So yeah, we're doing low 49s with wing damage, and the AI are currently doing 49, well, high 49s as we get that 3 seconds. Again, just the wing damage. Still just getting used to the handling on this game and stuff. Which, you know, now that I've played this game for a good few hours, I think I've now got roughly about 20 hours on the game in total. I've got to say, you know, I definitely do agree with a lot of people when they say that this is a step down. I definitely think F1 24 in terms of its handling and gameplay is a step down. However, I do think that this isn't like too bad. Like, I'm sure that maybe some of you will agree, you know, when I say that, I think what we have now with F124 is still better than what we had with F122. Definitely not F123 though, it's a step down from that. This is strictly just about handling, really, because we've talked about the AI as Verstappen goes into the pits. Then, I don't know about that. Whether or not you think the AI was better or worse for F122 compared to this game, maybe you can leave your opinions down in the comments. But for me, I don't know, maybe I'd prefer the F122 AI from what I'm trying to remember anyway. Obviously, it's been about 2 years since I last played F122 properly. Alright, Verstappen's in the pits, so he's going for the undercut. And he should theoretically jump Sainz here because he was only about 2 to 4 tenths behind him. I'm pretty sure the undercut on this track is pretty good. So once they've pit, Max should have the net lead of this race, whereas myself will have the actual lead. It doesn't help that I've got these 3 seconds though, so as soon as Sainz goes into the pits, we really need to step our game up. It's hammer time for Charles Leclerc. I think right now we are driving pretty solidly, even with the wing damage. I mean, I know we do have a penalty, but, you know, sometimes we are going to misjudge the corners because of the lack of downforce compared to normal. I mean, it's not like it's a massive amount. It is light green, so it can be dealt with fairly easily. I'd say I'm a pretty decent player at this, pretty decent driver, but to have wing damage on a game that I've literally just started playing and to pull that kind of gap on what's essentially nearly the highest AI you can get on the game, maybe they should look into fixing that a little bit. Russell is picking up pace. Quickest on the field right now. Oh, I really can't get a hand of that corner, and that corner's curbs to exit, it really gets you, man. If you make that mistake, you've pretty much got to own it for the rest of that exit, because it just pulls you in. Alright, we need to push this lap because I think I'm just gonna go with the strategy that the team's given me. Hit this lap for sauce and then go till the end. This should last. What are the tyres at? Tyres are just about underneath 30%, so maybe we can go for one more lap after this one. Oh, no, that's not very good. I'm just trying to think though. Do we manage the tyres now and have better tyres towards the end of the Grand Prix, or should we pit now for the softs? And then we can just push it until the end. I'm not really too sure. Alright, what I think I'll do is I think I'll pit this lap. And that'll be roughly about 20 laps on the softs. The car will get lighter as well as time goes on, so yeah, definitely. Look at the tyres, they just don't feel good. Okay, well, they changed our wings, so that's a 7.6 pit stop. So we're going to lose quite a lot of time there. Not ideal. But look at where we come out though. Even with having wind damage for most of that stint, we come out in P4. And I'm looking here, Russell's on the sauce, Verstappen's on the sauce. I'm pretty sure they started on the sauce, so they're doing a 2-stop. A bit weird. Alright, I think we'll do a Hamilton here. We'll do a Hamilton at Silverstone. And we'll nurse these tyres in. We won't push them too hard, because we've still got quite a long way to go if you think about it. So yeah, we'll bring in the tyres slowly. Try and keep them as fresh as possible for as long as possible. And then that should really give us some good tyres towards the end. If George Russell can pull off the 1-stop, then so can we. Right, been saving up our ERS here, so that the ERS can carry us for a lap or 2, depending on how we use it. So we'll see what our pace is like with pretty much minimal ERS usage. Yeah. Right now we are quick. It's really hard to gauge what, you know, what AI you should use for some of these things, just because, you know, the inconsistency with the tracks, which it has been a thing for a while, by the way. Like, this is not new. This is not new at all. It's something that has been around for a while. But I feel like with the fact that more people are noticing it now, then that means clearly it's just a lot more prominent than it used to be. But it does make it harder to just fully know what AI I should be using for certain things. So I think what I'm going to have to do from now on is just run 110 for everything. Tires are currently just at about 5-6%. I will say that the tires are very, very balanced. So I don't know if that's just the way we're driving or if that's a setup, but they're very, very balanced, which is good. Yeah, that's Verstappen going in again. So yeah, 2-stop. As we go over a second quicker, I believe, than Lando Norris, or at least close to it. Brake a bit deep going into turn 1 this time, though. Not ideal. Yeah, the ERS is carrying that lap, and it was a second almost quicker than Lando Norris, so yeah, I think if we push, we're in the 45s, which is very, very quick. Alright, well, Verstappen has got 14 laps to catch up to us. Ooh, very deep there. As I was saying, he's got about 14 laps to catch up to us by about 12 seconds. So he needs to be just under a second per lap quicker than us to catch us up by the end of the Grand Prix, which, to be honest, with the mistakes that we've been making over the last couple of laps, could be a thing. Just drive a bit easier, I think we'll be fine though. And bearing in mind, we still have that 3 seconds, so if Verstappen does start catching us up, we do have to be careful with that. Because I say 12 seconds, but with that 3-second time penalty, it's more like 9 seconds. Purple sector 1, green sector 2. We should hopefully get a purple sector 3 and get another faster slap in our bag here. Just throwing the can't even talk. Just throwing the fastest laps out of the boat.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
And there we go. Again, not even fully pushing. Not even fully pushing into the 45, so yeah, not ideal. Not ideal that we've done this, but I wasn't expecting to be honest, that much quicker than 105, so it just shows that, you know, maybe the AI is slower at some tracks and faster at others, and it's a bit more drastic this year. Because if I'm honest with you, when it comes to the career mode in the last couple of games, obviously I didn't get to do much last year, but with the career modes that I'd been doing over the last couple of years, I had been using around about 104, 105, and the AI seemed to be pretty good at that level, where it was challenging enough, but still allowed for some fun races. Which, don't get me wrong, this has been fun, but it is a massive pace difference, clearly. Okay, so right now, lap 40, 41 we're about to go on to. Tires are just under 30%. At least the most worn one is. But what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to try and go for a fastest lap here and see what we can do. ERS combined with pushing a bit harder. Let's see if we can get a faster lap than what we've already done. I think at this point we are literally just having fun now. Sainz is not going to catch us, Verstappen's not going to catch us, and Perez is pretty much almost a pit stop behind us, so they've got no chance now at this point. We've pretty much managed to do the challenge. We go purple in the first sector. We did have an almighty second sector a couple laps ago. We're going to have to try and beat that. That's unfortunate. That's put a big dent into our lap. If we somehow still manage to get a faster lap here, then that is insane. Who knows what our faster lap would have been, but we went fastest in the first sector, so it was definitely on. We just made a mistake. Just made a massive mistake in the corner before No Name, I think. Okay. Okay, well. Last lap of the Grand Prix. We're 11 seconds ahead of Sainz. We at least done what we set out to do, which was to get some good practice laps in and really try and get more used to the game. I just wasn't expecting the challenge to go as well as it did. So yeah, it looks like next time we do one of these, we're gonna have to bump it up to 110, definitely. Especially if, you know, the AI are gonna be this inconsistent. Because realistically, I don't think I should be quick enough to do this against 105, so I don't know, I feel like in terms of that it should be a bit closer. But it is what it is. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. We will cross the line first before we end things. But yeah, it's been an enjoyable race, at least the parts where I was able to fight some of the guys and that. The last 10 or so laps have been just putting in laps really and trying to see what we can do. But still, overall, an enjoyable race. As we're going to cross the line and finish 11 seconds on track, but with our penalty, 8 seconds ahead of P2, which is our own teammate Carlos Sainz. He wins at Monaco, he wins at Monza, he wins at Spa. Alright guys, so there you go. That is pretty much it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I enjoyed the race. It allowed us to get some good laps in. It allowed us to see where we are in terms of the AI as well. So yeah, very, very enjoyable one. Have a good day, guys.